told you, the smartest problem solvers, the most cunning communicators, and the greatest survival strategists don't walk among us. They swim. Welcome to the top 10 smartest sea creatures on Earth. These are animals that don't just exist in the ocean, they thrive in it, mastering their environments with tools, teamwork, deception, and even memory. From brainy dolphins to genius-level fish that can calculate geometry to hunt, this list is going to make you rethink what it means to be just an animal. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another deep dive into nature's greatest minds. Let's begin. Number 10. The Manta Ray. Graceful, enormous, mysteriously intelligent. The Manta Ray is not just a gentle giant of the sea, it's a neurological anomaly. With wingspans reaching over 7 meters, these creatures float like living aircraft carriers. But the real wonder lies inside their heads. They possess the largest brain-to-body ratio of all fish species. That includes specialized brain structures called lobes, typically found in mammals. In recent studies, manta rays have shown behaviors that hint at self-awareness, such as reacting curiously to their own reflections. This puts them on par with dolphins, elephants, and great apes, an elite group of creatures capable of recognizing themselves. Mantas also gather at specific coral outcroppings known as cleaning stations, where they wait in line, for smaller fish to remove dead skin and parasites. This shows planning, patience, and a grasp of social order. Imagine a fish that not only understands hygiene, but also respects a cue. That's not instinct, that's understanding. Number 9. The squid. Master of camouflage, communicator through color. The squid is part creature, part living code. These cephalopods, cousins of octopuses and cuttlefish, possess incredibly complex nervous systems, and in some species, nearly 500 million neurons. That's more than many small mammals. But what truly sets them apart is their language of light. Squids use chromatophores, pigment-filled cells in their skin, to flash patterns, pulses, and hues. They don't just use this ability to hide, they talk with it. In social settings, squids communicate warnings, invitations to mate, and even mood, all through skin signals. Scientists believe this form of visual language may rival some human body language in complexity. Deep-sea squids take it one step further with bioluminescence, glowing like underwater neon signs to deceive predators, confuse prey, or become effectively invisible by matching the faint shimmer of surface light. And remember, these are creatures without bones, without lungs, without even vocal cords. Yet they coordinate, deceive, and manipulate their environments with stunning precision. Number 8. The Cleaner Ras. Small, unassuming, and shockingly sharp. Meet the Cleaner Ras, a reef fish that runs one of nature's strangest businesses. At certain coral spots, larger fish line up, yes, literally line up, to be cleaned. The wrasse darts in and picks off parasites and dead skin from their scales and gills. But here's the kicker. Wrasses recognize repeat customers. They remember which fish are aggressive, which are passive, and which expect good service. Wrasses are even known to provide better treatment to new or dominant clients, sometimes massaging them with their fins to build trust. In lab tests, Cleaner Rasses passed the mirror self-recognition test. When researchers placed a colored mark on the fish that could only be seen in a mirror, the wrasse attempted to remove it, proof that it knew the reflection was itself. That's a level of self-awareness rarely seen in fish, or in animals, period. And just like some shady business owners, wrasses will occasionally fake clean and sneak a bite of healthy skin, if they think the client won't retaliate. That's deception, that's memory, that's strategy, in a fish the size of your finger. Number 7. The sea lion. Sea lions may be famous for clapping, barking, and balancing beach balls, but don't let the tricks distract you. These animals are high-functioning problem solvers. Sea lions can learn abstract concepts like sameness, difference, and hierarchy. In scientific studies, they've passed logic puzzles that many primates fail, including transitive inference. If A is bigger than B, and B is bigger than C, then A must be bigger than C. That's not something instinct covers. That's logical reasoning. In the wild, sea lions display coordinated hunting, using vocal cues and group tactics to drive fish into bait balls. Mothers also teach their young how to swim, dive, and hunt, a form of cultural transmission. They form close social bonds and remember interactions with other individuals for years. In captivity, sea lions have been taught to understand symbols and sequences, even using touchscreens to make choices in memory tests. They are not just trainable, they're capable of learning entirely new rules. Number 6. The Beluga Whale. Nicknamed the Canary of the Sea, the beluga whale communicates with over 50 distinct sounds, including whistles, squeals, chirps, and clicks. But it's not just noise. Belugas have names. Each one develops a unique acoustic signature, a vocal fingerprint, used by others to recognize them, even after long periods apart. They're also master imitators. Belugas in captivity have been known to mimic human voices so accurately that researchers initially thought another person was speaking. One beluga even mimicked the sound of divers' air tanks to get their attention. Another copied human speech patterns, calling people by name. These whales form deep social structures, matriarchal pods with cooperation, collective care for calves, and even shared memory. And when belugas are separated or stressed, their social calls increase dramatically, indicating empathy, emotional attunement, and the desire to reconnect. They aren't just vocal, they are emotionally vocal. Number 5. The orca. One of the most feared predators in the sea, is also one of the most strategic. Orcas, or killer whales, are not mindless hunters. They are orchestrated minds. Each pod has its own dialect, a set of unique vocalizations used only within that group. These pods also pass down techniques for hunting specific prey. Seals, herring, sharks, even whales. In Patagonia, orcas intentionally beach themselves to snatch seals off the shore, a risky move that requires exact timing and coordination. Calves practice under supervision for years before being allowed to try it solo. That's cultural learning. That's teaching. Orcas in Norway create underwater bubble nets to trap herring. In the Pacific Northwest, resident orcas specialize in hunting salmon, while transient pods hunt marine mammals, each group with their own language, rituals, and diet. They grieve lost family members. They protect injured podmates. They mourn stillborn calves for days. Orcas are not just intelligent. They are emotionally intelligent, with memories, culture, and traditions. Number 4. The dolphin. Elegant, social, brilliant. Dolphins are one of the best-studied non-human intelligences, and the deeper we look, the more complex they appear. Each dolphin develops a signature whistle, a name in effect, and they use it to identify themselves and others. They call each other by name. They remember the names of dolphins they haven't seen for 20 years. In the wild, they hunt with coordinated tactics. In Florida, dolphins herd fish toward shorelines so that both dolphins and humans can fish together, mutual hunting with rules and rhythm. They also play with seaweed, with other animals, and even with rings of air they blow from their blowholes and chase like toys. They've passed the mirror test. They've solved puzzles. They've displayed helping behavior even toward other species. Dolphins are not just smart, they are self-aware, empathetic, and imaginative. Number 3. The octopus. If aliens ever visited Earth, we might find they were already here, inside tide pools. The octopus is, by all standards, a genius-level invertebrate. It has 9 brains, 1 central brain, and 8 distributed through its arms. Each arm can make decisions independently. Octopuses open jars, escape aquariums, dismantle equipment, and mimic poisonous animals. Some have been caught unscrewing light bulbs in labs just for fun, or possibly annoyance. They've used coconut shells for shelter, rocks to barricade cave entrances, and ink as a diversionary escape tactic. Octopuses have short lifespans. Most live just 1 or 2 years, yet learn rapidly and remember solutions. In captivity, they've formed attachments to individual people and sprayed water at others they dislike. They are master problem solvers, artists of disguise, and living proof that intelligence comes in many forms. Number 2. The electric eel. Electricity isn't just a defense for this fish, it's a language. The electric eel generates high and low voltage shocks, not just to stun prey, but to map surroundings, detect movement, and even identify other eels. They can adjust their voltage output depending on whether they're hunting, navigating, or just trying to avoid obstacles in murky water. In experiments, they've shown memory recall, target tracking, and even decision-making under stress. They can pinpoint a prey animal's heartbeat without seeing it, using electrosensory abilities so sensitive it's been compared to X-ray vision. They don't just electrocute prey, they strategically control energy. Number 1. The archerfish. And at the top, the ultimate sniper of the animal kingdom, the archerfish. This small freshwater fish can shoot jets of water with pinpoint precision, knocking insects off leaves and branches several feet above the water's surface. But the real marvel is in the math. To make a successful shot, the archerfish must calculate the exact angle to compensate for refraction, distance, wind, and movement in less than a second. It's like solving a physics equation, on the fly, without a calculator, as a fish. And they learn. Young archerfish practice and get better over time, adjusting their aim based on feedback. In experiments, they've also been shown to recognize human faces. Let that sink in. This fish not only understands geometry, it can tell you apart from someone else. That is not just instinct. That is precision intelligence. From the smallest wrasse to the mighty orca, the sea is home to minds that rival anything on land. They speak, they learn, they plan, they even mourn. Intelligence wears many forms: tentacles, fins, sonar, spark. And the deeper we look, the more we realize the ocean isn't silent, it's thinking. If you enjoyed this journey, hit like, click subscribe, and explore our other videos. Thanks for watching.